The trip had been Sam's idea. He was the one who suggested adventures, planned trips, convinced everyone to go along even when they didn't want to. This will be our last big trip before life gets serious, he told the group as he loaded his gear into the car. Just the four of us. No stress, no phones, no deadlines. One weekend to feel alive. Rachel hesitated. She wasn't an outdoors person. Her comfort zone was coffee shops, not deep woods. Why can't we just go to the beach? She asked. Because the beach has Wi-Fi, Sam teased. We're escaping all that. Trust me. Jordan leaned against the car, earbuds dangling, smirking. If we get eaten by bears, I'm blaming you. Mia, the quiet one, was already taking pictures of the cloudy sky. It'll be beautiful, she said softly. Storm or no storm, forests always give me the best shots. They laughed, teased, argued, and finally drove out of town. By the time they reached the mountains, the road had narrowed into gravel and the trees had swallowed the horizon. Rachel stared out the window nervously. Feels like we're driving into another world. She wasn't wrong. The trail was longer than Sam remembered. They hiked for hours, backpacks heavy, laughter fading as shadows thickened. The forest felt different here. Older, darker. Every tree groaned in the wind. When the sun began sinking, Sam pushed them faster. There should be an old lodge out here. My uncle mentioned it. Probably falling apart, but it'll keep us dry. Or collapse on us, Rachel muttered. But when they stumbled into a wide clearing, there it was. A cabin. Not a ruin, not quite. The roof sagged, moss spreading across the shingles. The door leaned, and the windows were streaked with dirt, but the structure stood solid. See? Sam said proudly. What did I tell you? Rachel frowned. Why is it just sitting here? In the middle of nowhere? Jordan shrugged. Better question. Does it have a bed? Inside, the air was thick with dust and damp earth. A heavy fireplace dominated the wall. 3 beds lined the side, their blankets moth-eaten but intact. Cobwebs clung to the rafters. Mia raised her camera. Click. Creepy but beautiful. By nightfall, they had built a fire. The warmth filled the cabin, and laughter returned. For a while, it felt like just another harmless camping trip. But then the rain started. It began with a gentle patter. Rain tapping on the roof, dripping through the trees. A soothing sound, steady, calming. Rachel pulled her blanket tighter. I love that sound. It makes me feel safe. Better than silence, Mia agreed. She snapped another photo, the firelight glowing on the wet window. The storm grew stronger. The roof rattled, wind whistled down the chimney, and the sound of the rain swelled until they had to raise their voices to speak. Geez, Jordan muttered. It's like the sky's falling. Sam just grinned. Adds to the adventure, they fell asleep to the roar of water, but by morning, it hadn't stopped. Mia woke first. She stretched, slid off the bed, and gasped. Her socks sank into something cold. Wet. Water. It covered the cabin floor, shallow but spreading. Sam, she whispered. Sam, wake up. The others stirred, confused, then alarmed, as they touched the floor themselves. Their bags were wet, their food ruined. But the roof doesn't leak, Rachel said, panicked. The windows are closed. Where's it coming from? Sam crouched, pressing his palm to the floorboards. His face went pale. It's coming up, he whispered. From under us. The rain pounded harder against the walls. The water inside crept higher. They tried to drain it, scooping bowls, tossing water out the door. Pointless. The moment they cleared a patch of floor, Fresh water surged up to replace it. "It's like the cabin's bleeding," Mia murmured, staring at the dark stains creeping up the walls. By midday, the water was knee-deep. Their fire had drowned. They huddled on the beds, shivering. "We need to leave," Rachel said firmly. They pushed open the door. Outside, the clearing was a lake. Rain hammered down in endless sheets. The trail was gone, paths swallowed by rushing water. "We'll get swept away if we try," Sam admitted reluctantly. So they went back inside. The water was waist-deep by nightfall. Exhaustion made them careless. Jordan was sitting on his bed, cursing under his breath, when the mattress shifted beneath him. He slid, splashed into the water, and was gone. Just like that. "Jordan!" Sam shouted, plunging his hands into the dark water. Nothing, just ripples. No, Rachel whispered, shaking her head. "He didn't swim. He vanished," Mia finished, voice trembling. The three of them clung to the rafters that night, too afraid to touch the water again. By morning, the water reached their chests. The cabin groaned, wood swelling, walls bending. Mia froze suddenly. "There's something down there," she whispered. Shapes drifted beneath the surface. Pale, human-like. Faces with closed eyes, hair swirling in the current. Sam looked, and he screamed. The faces opened their eyes. They were watching. The rain pounded louder, drowning out their cries. The water surged, pulling at their legs like hands. Rachel sobbed. "We're next! We're next!" They climbed higher, clinging to the beams under the roof. Mia, desperate, clutched her camera. "If we die here, someone has to know." She snapped photos. The water, the pale faces, her terrified friends. Each flash lit the cabin for a heartbeat. In one picture, Jordan's face stared back. Floating among the others, Sam grabbed the camera, horrified. "He's down there. He's one of them." Mia snatched it back, sobbing. No, that's not possible." But the next flash showed Rachel, half vanished, water swallowing her, reflection. The storm roared. The cabin filled to the ceiling. The three clung to the highest beams. Sam slipped first. His scream cut short as the water closed over his head. When the surface stilled, a new face drifted below. Rachel held on longer, nails digging into the wood, but the beam cracked under her weight. She plunged down with a cry that echoed in Mia's ears. Alone, Mia clung desperately to her camera. The water rose higher. Her arms trembled. Her strength gave out. She fell, but just before the black swallowed her, cold hands caught her wrists. Dozens of them, pulling her down. Her last act was pressing the shutter. Click. Weeks later, hikers found the cabin. It was dry, empty, dusty, as if untouched for years. But on the table lay a single camera. When they developed the film, every photo showed the same thing. 4 young friends clinging to rafters, water rising around them, and in every reflection, pale faces stared back, smiling.